DaVinci Resolve 16 is a major release that includes hundreds of new features. The first half of this video covers the revolutionary new cut page, while the second half will show you dozens of other great new features in the rest of the software. The edit page is based on concepts and workflows for long-format dramatic productions that have remained the same for decades. But for many editors, those concepts are too slow for creating fast turnaround projects like television commercials and high-end work where you have to complete edits incredibly fast. That's why we're introducing DaVinci Resolve 16 with the revolutionary new cut page. The cut page is designed for a different type of workflow where editors need to work quickly and get their projects out fast. As the edit page continues to grow in power and sophistication, the cut page removes the things that slow you down. It also introduces powerful, innovative new tools that help you work more quickly. The interface is designed to work well in smaller monitors, which is great for editors working on the go. The upper left is the media pool, where your source clips are organized. This area can also show you your transitions, titles, and effects. On the right is the viewer, which switches between showing your source clips or your timeline. Along the bottom is an innovative dual timeline. The upper timeline is a live, active timeline of the entire program, while a detailed area is displayed in the lower timeline. Importing clips or entire folders of clips can be done right from the cut page. And those folders are automatically made into bins. All of your bins are accessible without any wasted space. Clips can be displayed in 3 ways, as thumbnails, in list view, or the new clip view. The clip view shows the entire clip and metadata. Hovering your mouse over the film strip displays the clip in the viewer. As you put your show together, the upper timeline shows the entire program so you can quickly move from the beginning to the end and back with ease. But it can be used for more than just positioning your playhead. It is an active timeline that allows you to move clips around without spending time zooming in and out or scrolling your view. You can even trim clips directly. It combines the convenience of a scroll bar with a live, active timeline. You can set in and out points in the source viewer, but if you're working on a really long clip, it's hard to be precise when you drag them. The new scratch trim buttons on the left and right edges of the viewer let you trim with more precision because it doesn't matter if the clip is an hour long or 5 seconds. It's always going to behave the same way as you move the mouse and trim consistently. The cut page features the standard editing types that you expect. The difference is that the editing on the cut page is intelligent. The Smart Insert makes edits at the trim point nearest the location of the playhead, so you can work more quickly and you don't have to keep moving the playhead into position. Once you make an edit, linked audio and video clips appear as a single item in the timeline to reduce visual clutter. Other edit types make it easy to append a clip to the end of the timeline. The Ripple Overwrite edit simply replaces a clip of one length with a clip of a different length on your timeline without leaving any gaps. The Close-Up edit is an overwrite edit that makes a 2x zoom of the source clip and places it above the clip in the timeline. You can also create a cutaway by editing a clip above the main video track. Source Overwrite is great for making perfectly timed cutaways. Just open a clip in the viewer and then tap the F key to match frame with the clip in the timeline based on timecode. Now just mark the portion of the clip you want to use and click the Source Overwrite button. The new cutaway shot is placed on top in perfect sync based on the matching timecode of the clips. The lower timeline makes it simple to trim just by dragging the in or out of a clip. You can use the slip icon to slip a clip right in the timeline without switching tools. Or just pick up a clip in the lower timeline and drag it to the end in the upper timeline. There's also a new graphical trimmer in the viewer for frame-accurate trimming. Select the side of the edit you want to trim and drag or nudge the cut point. If a cross-dissolve or wipe transition effect is applied, you can modify the duration as well. This means there are actually 3 separate trim editors visible all at the same time. A coarse trim editor in the upper timeline, perfect for large-scale trims, more accurate trimming control in the lower timeline, and a frame-accurate A/B graphical trimmer in the viewer. The Cut, Dissolve, and Smooth Cut buttons let you quickly switch an edit point between the most common types of transitions. Just move near a cut and click to switch the transition to a dissolve. You can change the duration in the lower timeline or in the viewer. For jump cuts created when editing, you can switch to the Smooth Cut transition and seamlessly blend the jump cut so it appears as a continuous shot.
Like that are thrown my way. I'm just grateful.
To switch a transition back to a straight cut, just click the Cut button. This lets you take out a transition as fast as adding one. Right-clicking over the playhead in the lower timeline opens a simple menu. Here you can select all of the clips before the playhead, all of the clips after the playhead, or cut any selected clip. Finding the right material in a bin with hundreds of clips is slow. Back in the days of tape, finding a clip was easy because you could just shuttle up and down the tape to review your material. The source tape mode brings back that old-fashioned concept and completely modernizes it to help you find the shots you need fast. It places all the clips in your bin in the viewer as a single long tape. You can quickly scrub through clips or jump to each clip without having to tediously search in bins. When you scrub over a clip, that clip also highlights in the bin. And if you decide to change the sort order in the bin, it instantly changes the order of the source tape in the viewer, so they always match. Once you set an in and out point around a group of clips, pressing the source tape button again will rebuild the source tape just using clips between the in and out points. This makes it easy to deal with just a specific range of clips from your bin. When working with clips that you did not shoot, the Fast Review feature gives you a way to get to know the material before you begin editing. It dynamically changes the playback speed from clip to clip based on length. All clips are played back faster, but short clips are played back slower than long clips, so you won't miss anything. The Cut page puts all the controls you need in one strip below the viewer. You get transform tools for resizing and picture-in-picture effects, cropping tools, audio level adjustments, retiming for fast and slow motion, or ramping effects. Stabilization to remove unwanted camera shake. As well as controls for dynamic zoom, audio and video effects, and text all in one place. And you can instantly access and apply the most popular video transitions, title templates, and effects from the top of the media pool. In the Titles library, professionally designed 2D and 3D title templates can be added and customized to add drama and excitement to your project. The Cut page also has a wide range of unique and powerful resolve effects, like contrast pop, lens reflection effects, and the new stylize effect. When you are ready to share your project, Quick Export can render and upload directly to your channel on YouTube and Vimeo. The Cut page is great when you need to work fast, and with just a single click, you can always switch to the full edit page if you need to do more complex work. In DaVinci Resolve 16, you can now set individual format, frame rate, monitoring, and output sizing settings for different timelines within a project. The Superscale high-quality upscaling option is significantly faster and can now be used to upscale on your output from the Deliver page. The new DaVinci Neural Engine uses AI and deep learning to analyze clips and locate faces of your on-screen talent. The clips with the identified faces are then organized in the People window. A People category shows each face that has been recognized. Here, you can assign proper names for the different people. The sidebar organizes all the clips containing people into bins, allowing you to easily find all the shots for a specific person. The Other category allows you to tag unmatched faces into existing groups, or choose to add them as a new person. The bins from the People window are automatically turned into smart bins in your project. Clips where an actor's face can't be seen can still be added to the smart bin by simply adding the People keyword directly in the metadata editor. Smart bins are also automatically created for keywords that are added in the metadata panel. And folders can now be used to organize smart bins even further. You can also search across all bins to locate any clip in your project. When it comes to being creative, DaVinci Resolve 16 and its new Neural Engine gives you even more ways than ever before. For slow motion, fast motion, or frame rate conversion, the new Speed Warp Motion Estimation setting uses the DaVinci Neural Engine to achieve higher visual quality. The new adjustment clip effect can be added, trimmed, and moved above one or more clips in the timeline. Any of the controls in the inspector can be used to affect all clips underneath. You can even add resolve effects to the adjustment clip so the effect is applied to all clips at once. And the edit page now has even more advanced resolve effects previously only found in the color page. 3D title templates come with a dramatically improved GPU-accelerated performance boost. You can change the text, font, color, and other attributes, then play the changes in real time. When you come across a shaky clip, the edit page now has automatic stabilization tools built right into every clip. Without setting up complicated tracking points, you can smooth a bumpy dolly move or completely lock down a shot.
You read their lips, and they said they don't want you in town.
Additional new editing features include Curve Editor control for all Resolve effects and Open Effects plugins, rectified or full audio waveform for greater accuracy, and high-quality tape-style audio scrubbing for improved clarity while editing.
You want me to raise my right arm when I call a strike?
DaVinci Resolve 16 also includes native integration with Frame.io. You can now import clips from Frame.io into the media pool and start editing immediately while full-resolution clips are downloaded in the background. Frame.io comments can be viewed in the timeline and on the Frame.io website. Everything is live and kept in sync, so you can collaborate in real time. You even get Frame.io chat with support for likes within DaVinci Resolve. And, of course, you can render new cuts directly back to Frame.io from the Deliver page. With Frame.io integration built right into DaVinci Resolve 16, you'll be able to collaborate with anyone, anywhere in the world. In DaVinci Resolve 16, the Fusion page has dramatically improved performance. B-spline and bitmap mask operations are accelerated. The planar and camera trackers have greatly improved performance and accuracy. All 3D operations are GPU accelerated, making Fusion much more responsive and interactive when working in 3D. In addition, there are dozens of GPU-accelerated tools, such as time effects, stereo tools, vector motion blur, 3D text, and more. And improved memory management makes large compositions with high tool counts more reliable, making the Fusion page dramatically faster and more stable than ever before. In DaVinci Resolve 16, the color page includes new finishing tools, workflow improvements, and significantly upgraded GPU-accelerated real-time video scopes. The Auto Color Balance tool uses the AI from the Neural Engine to assist in quickly getting to a balanced starting point. The power of deep learning is also used with Shot Match to match color and tone amongst multiple shots with incredible accuracy. The custom and HSL curves now show a histogram that represents the input or output of the currently selected node, which is perfect for guiding your adjustments. Once adjustments are made, you can now copy the settings of one node and paste a subset of attributes to another node using the Paste Attributes window. The gallery interface has been significantly improved, with graphical controls for sort order in icon view, a new list view, and an editable label column. Skimming options allow you to preview a grade in the viewer, over the thumbnail, or completely disabled. The split screen view now has options to view the current clip against selected grades, or selected image stills from the gallery. The new Object Removal tool uses any window to isolate moving objects and magically remove them from the shot. This can save a massive amount of time, bypassing time-consuming frame-by-frame painting. Object removal is just one of the many new powerful resolve effects included with DaVinci Resolve 16. The new sophisticated chromatic adaptation resolve effect can be used to make highly accurate color temperature adjustments beyond simple temperature intent. Even existing resolve effects have been improved. For example, beauty enhancement controls now include an automatic mode so you can get incredibly smooth results quickly, and the beauty controls are now also included with face refinement. Other resolve effects include vignette, pencil sketch, analog damage, chromatic aberration, and stylize that gives you a number of stunning effects powered by the Neural Engine. And if you animate any of the Resolve Effects or OpenEffects plugins, you can now view and edit the animations in the Color Page Keyframe Editor. DaVinci Resolve 16 also significantly improves the GPU-accelerated real-time video scopes, showing even more detail with faster performance. 3 options give you control over the quality and performance of the scopes, so you can choose between optimal performance during playback or high resolution for more clarity and detail when making adjustments. The LPF, or low-frequency filter, reduces noise to make the signal clearer to read. The Parade scope now includes RGB, YRGB, and YCB CR modes, allowing you to evaluate more channels than ever before. Additionally, an Extents option draws an outline showing all overshoots and undershoots in the video signal. Similarly, the waveform includes Luma and Chrominance modes, as well as the Extents option. The Vector scope now includes highlights, midtones, and shadow viewing options. You can even manually define the boundaries separating the shadows from the highlights. The new CIE 1931XY scope allows you to evaluate primary colors that fall within and out of an acceptable gamut range. To better evaluate an image using the viewer, individual RGB channels can be displayed, making it easier to see noise or other artifacts. Fairlight gets a massive upgrade in DaVinci Resolve 16 with tons of new features that sound editors and mixers have been asking for. Automation is more powerful than ever with a whole new set of controls, so you can punch in, punch out, copy, paste, and erase existing automation. The new Preview mode lets you change automated settings without writing new data. This lets you balance and audition controls for new scenes without overwriting what's already there, so you can try out new ideas and only write data when you're ready. New bus tracks let you view and edit bus automation right in the timeline. Just go to the track index and select the bus or VCA group you want to see in the timeline. Then use the track's automation pop-up to choose an automation curve. Compare settings between tracks and switch curves whenever you want. With Fairlight's bus tracks, automating parameters on a bus has never been easier. New loudness tools ensure that your project meets current delivery standards. The updated loudness meter uses the latest metering methods available, with maximum true peak on the right and loudness on the left. Simply choose a metering type and the loudness standard. There are presets for America, Europe, New Zealand and Australia, Japan, and Italy. In addition to meters, you can also see loudness over time by viewing the new loudness curves for the main bus in the timeline. Switch it on, and you'll see the loudness history along with a live update during playback. so you'll know exactly where the issues are and if they're up to your standard. You can even normalize timeline clips to the current loudness standard, as well as sample or true peak target levels. The Fairlight page now lets you import projects and finish ProTools sessions right inside of DaVinci Resolve. You can import and decode embedded AAF files that include audio files and track automation. DaVinci Resolve 16 Studio now supports mixing and mastering in immersive 3D audio formats, such as Dolby Atmos, RO3D, MPEG-H, and SMPTE 2098 3D. In the Project Settings Fairlight panel, simply select the 3D audio format you need for your project, and then create your 3D tracks, buses, and mains. Option-click the pan controls in the mixer to access the improved 3D panner, where you can place your object-based sounds. The Fairlight Space View scope lets you visually analyze sound placement in your mix. Active objects turn red, and the labels move dynamically to accommodate other objects when you pan the tracks. Just solo a track to focus on one object at a time, and you can choose to show all objects or just the ones with active levels during playback.
I watched you play ball.
New Fairlight B-Chain monitoring lets you set up new speaker configurations to accommodate the immersive 3D sound. Here you'll find everything you need to set up custom B-Chain input and output presets to meet your needs. The new Elastic Wave Alignment feature lets you stretch audio waveforms to perfectly match lip sync when doing dialogue replacement, all without changing pitch. Just command-click to add time markers, then stretch the wave. You can even command-drag the marker to keep it still while the elastic wave stretches closer or further away.
What? He didn't call for it.
In the effects library, you'll find over 20 native Fairlight FX plugins, including 5 brand new plugins for content creators, sound editors, and re-recording mixers. The Frequency Analyzer shows a real-time graph of sound frequencies during playback, so you can see which sounds are dominant, identify irritating frequencies, create foolproof high-pass filtering, and make sure your overall mix is balanced. The Limiter plugin is a powerful True Peak limiter which corresponds with Fairlight's True Peak loudness metering, so you can push your levels with confidence. There's even presets for vocals, transparent masters, maximizing levels, and setting brick wall limits on your mix. The easy-to-read phase meter shows the phase correlation of your signal, so you can instantly see how your mix is balanced, or check each signal to detect completely out-of-phase signal cancellation at -1 on the left, mono signals at 0 in the middle, or perfectly in-phase identical signals that will be perceived as mono on the right at +1. The Fairlight FX Dialog Processor combines 6 essential dialogue processing effects in a single plugin. It's specifically designed to help you quickly pre-sweeten dialogue recordings for interviews, voiceovers, or narration. First, there's a high-pass filter, useful for getting rid of low frequency, rumble, and hum. Next is the depop with powerful low-frequency sidechain compression for reducing noises like breath and wind. Use the de-esser to reduce sh and s-type sibilant sounds. The dedicated vocal compressor applies gentle, natural-sounding compression to dialogue. Next, the versatile expander further separates the dialogue from the background levels, so you can easily remove ambient noise during quiet sections. The final process is the exciter, which is optimized for vocal processing and adds a touch of harmonic distortion, which can dramatically increase clarity in your dialogue. When it's time to add Foley sound effects to your project, DaVinci Resolve 16 Studio includes a royalty-free Fairlight sound effects library that you can download from the Blackmagic Design website. It contains over 500 professional Foley sounds that can be used with the all-new Foley Sampler to create MIDI samples and record them in sync with picture. Click here to add a sample. Let's use an effect from the Fairlight sound effects library. The Foley Sampler automatically assigns this sound to keys and pitches it. Use these controls to adjust key range and pitch changes. Here you can mark the sample's start and end. You can even drag and drop additional audio clips right from the Finder and assign them to different keys, combine them on the same keys for creative sound design, or split the samples with a single click so that each footstep or take is mapped to a different key. The track with the Foley Sampler plugin is automatically patched and ready for recording. Simply arm the track, cue the scene, practice, and record. We're excited about DaVinci Resolve 16, the new cut page, and all the exciting new features. Download your free copy and try it today.